I like golds and bronze colors and like peach and a little black liner.
I normally wear blacks, browns, whites, and grays on
I
stage.
usually add, kind of a little sparkly white, to accent my brows and my eyes to make my eyes look bigger. But I do a lot of browns and burgundies and not such a bright red lip for ballet as you would for a competition and stuff like that.
I just tell them to keep taking class and to keep trying because, there's going to be teachers along the way no matter what that tell you you can't do it or that there's no space for you in the dance world. I've had people tell me that before, and I think that there's room for all of us. Like, no matter what, if you love dance, there's a spot for you doing something. So just to never let anybody discourage you from it.
When I know people want to make it, I just tell them to keep going, to keep pushing for more. I think it's always very important to not get too comfortable because you always want to be able to learn and grow and have that space to develop who you are as an artist. And I think that finding that will take you very far and just continue to inspire. I think that's what makes someone make it as an artist.
To just go for it. And don't listen to anybody that says you can't do it. Just take that criticism and turn it around. I was told I'd be too fat to be a ballet dancer, so that could have broken me. I know, right? Ridiculous. That could have broken me, but instead, I've had this amazing career just because I've kept working and going for it. So don't ever give up, but do it because you love it, not for anybody else. And if you don't love it, it's too hard to do it if you don't love it.
I used to do cartwheels in my living room with my mom, and I used to walk around on my tiptoes, so they were like, she needs to be in a dance.
I started dancing when I was 3 years old because it was actually what I asked for my 3rd birthday. So I guess it was just kind of meant to be.
I have a bunch of dancers in my family, so I started dancing because my great-grandmother found a ballet school for me to take at. She was like a Ziegfeld girl and in all those old movies, and so it kind of ran in my family, and I think once I was a little bit older, they realized that I had some talent, so, and I fell in love with it, so I just kept going.
Mentor, as far as dancing goes, just the people that have helped me, all my instructors and stuff, in life in general, probably my parents and the people that have been with me since I was little. I think it's always good to have people around you that are genuinely supportive.
I think all of my dance teachers growing up were mentors, definitely. I think it takes a very special person to be able to teach. And so I'm just thankful for all that they did for me to get me where I am now. So definitely my dance teachers.
Growing up, I was really fortunate to work at a ballet school where there's a professional company in LA, which didn't last very long, but I had a lot of amazing dancers that I wanted to be like. No names that you would really know. One woman in particular, Lisa Street, just was like normal looking. She wasn't all wafy and crazy. She had a beautiful body and a really nice quality about her dancing that I tried to emulate as I was growing up, and hopefully I did that.
Eating. No, I was going to school for child development, so if I wasn't dancing, I would probably be an elementary school teacher. So the little guys, I like the time.
My other interests in dance are directing. I really want to be able to direct. One day, hopefully direct movies, tours, everything like that. I was actually going to go to college for directing before I made So You Think You Can Dance, and then didn't go because of the show, and so I definitely want to get back into it.
If I'm not dancing, I'm usually drinking coffee or spending time with my family and friends. I will do just about anything from like kayaking to sitting at a coffee shop to watch movies to shop, as long as I'm with good people and good friends.
West Coast swing. Never again. Yeah, no. I was awful. Poor Benji. I was hideous in rehearsal.
On the show, the hardest type of dance was definitely ballroom. I knew nothing about it, so it was like, there's so much technique involved in it. You really have to just know the technique, and if you get it wrong, it's just not right. So for me, I just had to bring a feel to it. It's definitely very hard.
Well, I thought it was going to be hip-hop because that was the scariest for me, but I never actually really had to do it as a duet on the show, so I can't say it's my hardest. For me, it was ballroom. Ballroom is like a total different technique. So on top of learning choreography, you have to learn a completely different technique.
I love contemporary for myself just because I think you get to express what you're feeling no matter what. I love watching hip-hop, especially the guys that can do all the popping and all the crazy tricks, because I'll never be able
My
to.
favorite type of dance is contemporary because it's just so free. You have the freedom to do whatever you want with it, and it's definitely about a feeling and an emotion. And I love to be able to express myself and inspire through movement.
Well, ballet, I mean, no.
Obviously.
Ballet is my favorite type of dance just because you can take it and transform it into other styles. Like everybody usually says, it's the foundation. It's what my body likes to do best.
A ring on this finger? No, I'm just kidding. No, I want to be hopefully acting and doing stuff. Hopefully I can still be dancing, maybe have a studio of my own.
Yeah, in 10 years, I definitely want to be directing more in that area than dancing so much. And I also want to be choreographing. So those are two of my dreams, definitely, for in the future.
I'd love to still be dancing. I don't know to what degree my body will allow me to dance, but as long as I'm still moving, I'll be happy. I've started teaching quite a bit, so I'm hoping that in the next 10 years, I'll have something of my own developed as far as teaching, company, whatever. So as long as I'm still in the industry and working. I'd also like to be an actress, so I'm starting to pursue that, and hopefully in 10 years you'll see me on the big screen.
I guess that just to be yourself no matter what. Anytime camera comes on, I think people kind of change just because you want to personify something that you think a general public or a general audience is going to like. And I think the best thing is to just be yourself. I think that's what reads across no matter what.
I see. I just wish I knew that it's important to just be the best version of yourself, because I think as dancers we always try to mold and conform to the people that are teaching us and instructing us. We want to be so much like them and what they're doing, that I wish I would have indulged more in who I am as an artist and just really appreciated that, and I think it would have been better for me. But I know that now, so.
I wish I would have known that it's not that deep. I don't know if that makes any sense, but sometimes you feel like falling out of a turn is life or death, and it's just like you beat yourself up over the smallest things when you're a dancer. And I wish I could have just shook myself and said, it's not that deep, get over it, move on, like, just dance,
Eating more than the boys.
I think my friends make fun of me just for my randomness. I'm a very random person, like the most random person, and I'm very spontaneous, so it doesn't really help. Because when I'm like, let's go do this, let's go do that, and I say the most random things, so I think that's always been just what they make fun of me for. But it's a good laugh.
And to make fun of my toes, which are pretty much the ugliest things you will ever see in your life because of point work, and I have like one crooked toe that likes to like cross over the other ones. So yeah, I try not to wear sandals if I can help it because they're just bad.